How was that?
Yeah, he's just like disengaged from the aids. So I was doing lots of transitions to get him listening, because he's just not listening. He's just like
Dead in the head.
yeah. But then coming up here, I was like trot, walk, trot, walk, trot, walk, trot, walk, and every time, as soon as I asked, he answered, which is the important thing. And when he asks, and if he doesn't answer straight away, then he gets a no, smack, listen to what I'm saying, and then he engages. Then you congratulate him, because I think he's just got to the point now where it's just like trot, trot, or canter, or whatever, and he's just ignoring. But that's just because what's happened before. So he's just disengaged with the rider. And I think about here he enjoys it as well, so he's a bit more wanting to be engaged. So he did the canter there, took a hell of a
Yeah, we was watching.
I was like,
we were watching.
But then after that, when I brought him back to trot and then asked again, he was less resistant. So I was like, I'm not
Cheeky little
taking.
bucket over there.
We tried to. He had his head. He put his head down. I was like, oh no, you didn't.
Well, cheeky little buck.
I think he did like a little like.
It was more of a side look to here, like it's just threw sideways.
Yeah, he went sideways and he tucked his head in as if he was like, I'm gonna do a big buck. And I was like,
Yeah,
no,
I
you're
am.
not really.
Probably sure will. Too much effort, I think.
So I just can't be bothered to buck, to be honest. So. But he was good. Once he was just listening and engaging, so I think that's what it is. Even on the ground, to be really engaged and listening as well. So, but he seemed to enjoy that. So like, he was fine. He didn't do anything wrong. He was just like, no, I'm not going to canter. And I said, yes, you are going to canter. I've asked you to.
Does he feel like he almost rears as he goes into it? To me, he
just
almost
pops
feels
into
like
it.
he throws himself.
And some horses do
again,
that.
That has unnerved me as well.
They
when
just
he
hop
does it.
forward. He's not doing anything. He's just, because like when a horse goes over a jump, they're actually just doing a big canter stride. So that's all he's doing. He's just engaging in like a small hop up into canter. But there's nothing malicious about it at all.
Yeah, no, that's what I've said all along. It is me, it's not him. But then obviously it is a bit of him because he's just switched off.
Oh yeah, he's just switched off. Yeah, and then that's frustrating for you because you're trying to ask him questions and he's just like ignoring you completely. And then you're just getting into a loop. Of which sometimes you might, be a bit nasty, and then that just.
No, that's the thing. I just don't mind.
Yeah, well, that's that too.
That's what I said, isn't it? I don't. When we was talking about it, though, Stuart was winding me up, and I said, I'm not having anyone beat him to move.
Yeah.
I won't have that happen.
I know, but
because he don't want to go.
Yeah. But then after that, after I was like, I'm not having any of this shit. He engaged much quicker.
Yeah.
He was on it, And it's not like I'm there just constantly. Because what it is you tell them off for doing something. You don't keep telling them off when they're not doing anything wrong.
Yeah.
So they know that they've done something wrong. Let's just not do that again. And I'm pro that because with horses you can't say, excuse me, please do not buck. That's not nice. When they're out in the field,
need an instant reaction.
When they're out in the field, if one of them's getting too close to another one, they'll just like boot it. And to a horse, giving it a bit of a whack is nothing to them because they're so thick-skinned as well. So that's how I ride anyway. Sorry?
Best way forward now, what would you say?
You need to get back on, basically.
Yeah.
Just start engaging with him again. Come and do some lessons, like that, see how it goes.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah.
Do you reckon lessons are better out here? Yeah, no worries like they're doing,
I can do it on a lunge line for a bit to start with.
I'm not really...
You're confident enough.
I'm not scared of him, to be fair. Unless he was to bolt off with me. I don't do speed.
Think he'd bolt. Has he ever bolted before?
No, like I say, it's only one time up the woods where I think I can feel him on his toes. He don't like it.
He just follows everything.
But he is a
If
follower.
something runs, he'll run.
How do you zoom?
That's what they do, isn't it?
Yeah,
They're a herd animal, it's the instinct. But yeah.
How do I stop it then?
Press the record button, record because of what she was saying.
Well, yeah.
Come on then, do you want to go into bed now? He says yes, please.